with a total new background and
Nu kan man se
have another
telefonen.
shot. Hvem jeg skal kigge på? Er det Mads?
Du skal kigge på Frederik, men Frederik skal lige sænke telefonen lidt.
Ja, jeg skal hente den. Ja. Så ikke man kan være der. Kom bare. Hvorfor ikke?
Er det mig?
Nej,
Det her,
vi er færdige nu.
Ja, fordi femmerne er jo klar over.
Okay, my name's Jessica. I am Mexican. I was actually born in Mexico. I go here to SRJC and I'm 20 years old and I'm studying sociology.
So, do you think that the American history have influenced your identity?
I do believe so. Mostly, well, because this what used to be Mexico and now it's like America. So I guess all of our cultures kind of are a little mixed up. Everybody contributes to the American society. Not just Hispanics because they're like a majority here, but like every other single culture.
Okay, great. So, in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
Well, I feel like everybody contributes a little bit from their culture. Everybody brings in a little bit of what they learned back in their country. And I don't think there is such a thing as you just being all American because everybody did immigrate here. So everyone kind of brings in a little piece of their history.
Okay, great. So, what is the American dream to you?
I think the American dream is just being able to come into a country where you can have a better future for you and your family. You can, have a house, be able to have your own car, send your kids to school. And I know in a lot of other countries that's not possible. I know in Mexico, they don't give you financial aid. So if your parents don't have the money, you can't even go to school. So you're kind of just stuck in the poverty level and you can't go. They don't give you financial aid, so if your parents don't have the money, you can't even go to school. So you're kind of just stuck in the poverty level and you can't get out of it.
Yeah, alright, okay, great. So, I guess that's a yes, but do you have any members outside of the U.S.?
I do. Actually, most of my family is in Mexico. We're kind of, I just have like a few aunts and stuff that moved here, but mostly all of my family does live in Mexico.
Do you think that the American history have influenced your identity?
Yes, only because, well, yeah.
You do? Okay, well, you don't have to elaborate on it if you don't think you can. Okay, so in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
I think it's always been multicultural. We're a country of immigrants, as they say. So, I think it's good. Like learning Spanish, I think is really important. And yeah, we're a country of immigrants. So,
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Great. Okay. So, in which way do you think that the American people are nationalistic?
I know some of my friends and stuff, they don't think that learning Spanish is a good idea. 4th of July, they're really, really more conservative, and they don't think that. They're just more conservative.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the American dream? What's that to you?
It's kind of like just with our whole economy and the way it's set up, like it's supposed to be if you work hard, you'll get up there. But that's not always the case.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. So the last question: do you have any members or of your family outside of the U.S. that you are aware of?
I don't.
You don't have? Okay,
No.
so you're actually 100% American.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, actually, at the end, could you tell us just your name, age, and residence?
Okay, my name is Bella. I'm 19 and I live in Sebastian.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you for the time.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you.
Hvad skal jeg trykke på?
Det var fordi vi glemte.
Okay, my name is Zoe, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Sonoma, California.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to start the questions now. Do you think the American history have influenced your identity?
I think that it's created a culture where white people are definitely put up on a pedestal, and it's way easier to be successful in American culture, especially if you're white, and it creates a cultural divide between anybody of a different race.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
I would say that while there's some change to have a more multicultural society now, I think in the past it was mainly used to give other people privilege and deny other people privileges and basic rights. But I think now we're seeing a larger change in people having a chance to use their multicultural advantages in the workforce and at school.
Perfect. So, in which way do you think that the American people are nationalistic?
we're nationalistic on a bunch of ideology that we're a melting pot and we come together from a lot of different cultures.
Yeah.
When even if in reality that isn't really how our government and our economic system is set up at all. But there's this nice ideology that we're all united and all together, working towards a common goal, which definitely isn't the case. It's portrayed in the media.
Perfect. Okay. And the fourth question: what is the American dream to you?
I would say the American dream would be having the opportunity to be successful with your life in whichever way you can, and having the freedom to at least reach for a goal that you might not have had.
Perfect. Okay. So, do you have any members of your family outside of the U.S.?
I do.
No, you're 100% American.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Tucker Williams. I'm from Roner Park, just down the road.
Okay.
I'm 21, and I've got one AA in business, and I'm working on another one in communications.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm going to start out with the questions now. Then. Do you think that the American history have influenced your identity?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can say that. It's as far as having a sense of identity. You're proud to be an American. You've been all been taught that since a young age. The national anthem in school and everything until that stopped. But yeah, I would say so.
Perfect. So, in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
It's turned into a country where a lot of different cultures are, and different people from different cultures yourselves, can come, and it's very easy to get here. And you go down to San Francisco, there's all kinds of different, communities. Chinatown. I'm sure there's a lot of other communities there as well, but I don't want to guess. But yeah, I would say so.
Perfect. In which way do you think that the American people are nationalistic?
I mean, up until a few years ago, singing the national anthem before school, that was a big part of my world growing up. American flags in the back of trucks. I went to a school in Sebastopol. I went to Annalee High School, so it was a lot of American flags, and proud to be an American talk. And yeah, I mean, definitely the United States is like that.
Perfect. Okay, so what is the American dream to you?
American dream. Being able to come to a country where you have obviously freedom first and foremost, and you have a chance for better life comparatively to some other countries. I don't want to speculate how it is other places.
Hi, my name is Jose. I'm studying radiology at the JC. I live in Santa Rosa, California. Pretty laid back town, California. But then I would say the American dream, right?
No, I'm gonna ask you this as well. Yeah. Do you think that the American history have influenced your identity?
Not really. Kind of like I kind of do my own thing. I go to school and I want to learn what I want to learn, like what's written in books and texts. So I just kind of do my own thing,
Okay, so great. Okay, so in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
I feel like they take a lot of different opinions and you get into a lot of conflict.
Yeah.
You resolve with different parties,
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So, in which way do you think that the American people are nationalistic, proud of their country?
I feel like a lot of Americans they're on basically they're on their own, After certain things are happening, they kind of do their own thing,
Oh, okay.
Either talk about it or you bring in a conversation.
Okay, great. So, what is the American dream to you? If you have it?
Just kind of being able to walk around and being able to be free and not worry about my back or something.
No, exactly. Okay.
And just
Be
working,
free,
going to
yeah.
school,
Great. So the last question: do you have any members of your family outside of the U.S.?
Oh yeah. A lot of them live in Mexico, but some of them live in Hawaii too. Kind of depends really. A lot of people like to travel.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, that's it. Great. Okay. Thank you.
My name is Lamont Powell. I'm from Santa Rosa, California, and I'm 30 years old.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to start the question now. Do you think that the American history have influenced your identity?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it has. Okay. Can you elaborate, or is it just
Well, I mean, my people come from slavery. So without slaves, the country maybe not would have been created.
No, exactly. You're right about that. So, in which way do you think that the multicultural society has affected the U.S.?
In which way?
Yeah.
Well, it's created a society that's very diverse. Much a lot more diverse, I think, than some other countries.
Perfect. Okay. In which way do you think that the American people are nationalistic? Proud of their
Americans always think they're the best at everything. They're not very empathetic to other countries.
No.
Could be a lot more empathetic for sure.
Exactly. Okay, you're right about that. What is the American dream to you?
The American dream?
Yeah.
you know, house, kids, car, you know, a little money in the bank. Maybe help out somebody who's broker than you are.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so do you have any members of your family that you are aware of that lives outside of the U.S.?
No.
You don't have? Okay, everyone's here. Perfect. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.